Welcome back to Energyscapes, Ocean and Space. It's been some time since I've had a look at some of the books that I've acquired and that I've added to my library on anomalous phenomena. So I've got a few to go over briefly. I haven't actually read the most recent ones myself yet, but I thought I'd just point them out as good reads, having done a bit of background research, and recommend them. The latest one I've acquired for my ever-growing library is this one, UFOs. Now that's generals, pilots and government officials go on the record. That came out in 2010, of course, and it was Leslie Kean that wrote it. She's an investigative reporter. She's been investigating this whole area of UFOs for some 20 years or more now, and put this book out back in 2010. So I thought I would put it forward as another good read for people to have a good look at. And in this book, she interviewed Air Force generals, the former governor of Arizona, and also Nick Pope, a former head of UK intelligence for the UFO investigation unit. So some very high-ranking officials there, and others, of course, in the book as well, about what has been going on with this whole area of UFOs and anomalous phenomena. So she had also, in writing this book, she had the support of the former White House Chief of Staff, John Podesta, of course, in writing the book, and John wrote the foreword for the book, believe it or not. So highly recommend this as a good read. Now, also recently, Leslie Kean has had a podcast interview for the podcast UFO Studies, and that just came out in the last day or so. And it's available on YouTube for people to watch. And she discusses the recent US congressional hearings on UFOs, and also the upcoming implementation of the the whistleblower legislation as part of the National Security Act in the United States, which comes into effect in 2023. And she discusses what we might expect to see as a result of that, with people coming forward knowing they can't be prosecuted for commenting or revealing anything on this whole area of interest, which is, of course, has been going on for a long time. So 70 years, people say, but you could go back to the 1920s and say it's been going on for 100 years, all the misinformation and misdirection, and understanding ultimately what is behind all this, both in terms of human invention and ingenuity and non-human contact or assistance. And it's becoming more and more obvious that there is a very, very big story behind this, which has significant implications for humanity and our future on planet Earth and beyond. So get into the book, see what you think, and join us for comments and feedback, and we'll talk soon.